All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Gurmala Kapoor. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges SAARC countries to take effective steps against terrorism and the forces that support it. Citizenship Amendment Bill 2019 scheduled to be introduced in Lok Sabha today. Counting of votes for bypolls to 15 assembly constituencies in Karnataka begins. Uttar Pradesh government suspends 7 policemen for negligence of duty in connection with burning of Unnao rape victim. Saudi Arabia abolishes rules requiring restaurants to provide separate entrances and seating areas for women. And in South Asian Games in Nepal, Indian athletes continue their outstanding performances, winning 252 medals, including 132 gold. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged SAARC countries to take effective steps to defeat the scourge of terrorism and the forces that support it. In a letter to the SAARC Secretariat to mark the founding day of the bloc, the Prime Minister said such efforts will generate greater trust and confidence to build a stronger SAARC. In an oblique reference to Pakistan, Mr. Modi said that India's efforts for greater collaboration among the SAARC countries have repeatedly been challenged with threats and acts of terrorism. The Prime Minister said such an environment impedes our shared objectives of realizing the full potential of SAARC. Mr. Modi said SAARC has made progress, but more needs to be done. The last SAARC summit in 2014 was held in Kathmandu, which was attended by Mr. Modi. The 2016 SAARC summit was to be held in Islamabad, but after the Uri terror attack, India expressed its inability to participate in the summit due to the prevailing circumstances. The summit was called off after Bangladesh, Bhutan and Afghanistan also declined to participate in the Islamabad meet. SAARC Founding Day is commemorated every year on the 8th of December to mark the signing of the group's charter. The Citizenship Amendment Bill 2019 is scheduled to be introduced in the Lok Sabha today. The bill has been listed in the business of the lower house. The legislation is intended to amend the existing law in order to grant exemption to illegal migrants in selected categories. The bill seeks to amend the Citizenship Act 1955 to make illegal migrants of 6 communities from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan eligible for Indian citizenship. The communities are Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians. More from our correspondent.
The legislation relaxes the 11-year criteria for citizenship to 6 years for refugees belonging to these 6 religions. The bill also proposes to give immunity to such refugees facing legal cases after being found illegal migrants. The bill was passed by the last Lok Sabha, but it could not be taken up in the Rajya Sabha. The bill has triggered protests in northeastern states. Parties like Congress, TMC and Left have already objected to the provision of the bill. Meanwhile, BJP has issued a whip to its MP in the Lok Sabha, asking them to be present in the House till Wednesday. Trinamool Congress has also issued a whip its MP for 4 days from today. Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News, Delhi.
Counting of votes has begun for bypolls to 15 assembly constituencies in Karnataka. Counting started at 8 a.m. and results are expected by the evening. Postal ballots are to be counted first, which will be followed by votes in EVMs. The results of the by-elections are crucial for the 4-month-old BJP government in the southern state, as the ruling party requires at least 6 seats in the 223-member assembly for a simple majority. An independent MLA is already supporting the Yediyurappa government. Around 67.9% polling was recorded in last Thursday's bypolls. A report.
The future of 4-month-old BJP government led by B.S. Yediyurappa will be decided today. At present, BJP has a support of 106, Congress 66 and JDS 34 members in the assembly. The House strength will be 223, including a nominated member after the election results. The results will be reflection on the performance of Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa from BJP and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah of Congress. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Campaigning has intensified for the 3rd and 4th phases of assembly elections in Jharkhand. 17 constituencies spread over 8 districts will go to the polls on the 12th of this month in the 3rd phase. In the fourth phase, polling will be held for 15 seats on the 16th of December. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address two rallies at Barhi in Hazaribagh and at Bokaro today. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi will hold two public meetings at Barka Gaon in Hazaribagh and at the BIT Mesra Sports Ground in Ranchi. More from our correspondent.
Working President of BJP, Jagat Prakash Nadda will today address election rally in Dhanbad. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha President Shibu Soren and senior Congress leader Subodh Kant Sahai jointly address rally in Sona Hatu in Silli Assembly constituency. Leaders of all Jharkhand Students Union, Jharkhand Vikas Morcha and other parties also holding public meeting in Koilanchal region and assembly seats spread over Ranchi, Hazaribagh and other districts. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Ranchi.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. The Uttar Pradesh government has suspended 7 police officers, including a station officer, for negligence in connection with the burning of the Unnao rape case. The suspension order said all these police personnel have been suspended with immediate effect, keeping in view negligence of work, laxity and arbitrariness in the incidents related to crime control and prosecutions. The victim had sustained 90% injuries and was shifted to a hospital in Lucknow and later to Safdarjung Hospital in New Delhi, where she succumbed to her injuries. More from our Lucknow correspondent.
Bihar Police Station in charge Ajay Tripathi, 2 sub-inspectors Arvind Singh Raghuvanshi and Shri Ram Tiwari, along with 4 constables were suspended on the orders of Unnao SP Vikrant Veeri. State government has provided a financial assistance of 25 lakh rupees to the family members of the victim and assured that 2 houses under Prime Minister Awas Yojana will also be provided. A suitable job to 1 family member of victim was also promised by government. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The Telangana government has set up a special investigation team, an SIT, to probe the reported exchange of fire, killing all 4 accused in the Disha case. The SIT will be headed by Rajkota Police Commissioner Mahesh Bhagwat and 7 more members of the SP, DCP, DSP, CI and Inspector rank. The state government issued orders to this effect last evening. Meanwhile, the NHRC team will continue its probe today in Hyderabad. On the other hand, the Cyberabad police are preparing to give a detailed report to the NHRC team over the Disha rape and murder case, besides the burning of a body and the exchange of fire leading to the death of the 4 accused. Meanwhile, the State High Court today will take up hearing over the petition regarding the encounter, and a decision is likely to come over handing over the bodies of the accused to their family members. The Eklavya Model Residential School All India Sports Competition will begin at Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh this evening. Chief Minister Kamal Nath will inaugurate the 5-day event at the TT Nagar Stadium. Tribal folk artists from different parts of the country will perform cultural programs during the opening ceremony. More from our correspondent.
As many as 4,500 players of 284 Eklavya schools of 20 states will exhibit their skills in 16 sports disciplines during the competition. The national sports competition will conclude at TT Nagar Stadium on December 13. As many as 555 students of 26 residential schools of Madhya Pradesh will also exhibit their skills in various sports disciplines during the competition. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar was discharged from a Mumbai hospital yesterday. The 90-year-old singer took to Twitter to update her fans about her health and thank them for their prayers and good wishes. She was admitted to the Breach Candy Hospital 3 weeks ago after she was diagnosed with pneumonia. In yet another sign of relaxing of social norms and following a more liberal approach, Saudi Arabia has abolished rules regarding restaurants to provide separate entrances and seating areas for women and families and for male patrons dining alone. Many upscale hotels and restaurants had been practicing this for a while, but a formal announcement from the government will see an end to the era where religious police enforced strict gender separation in public places. The Incredible India Roadshow will be held in Singapore today, positioning the country as a preferred destination for tourists. The India Tourism Office in Singapore said the roadshow by the Indian delegation will provide a platform to stakeholders of India's tourism industry to interact with their Singapore counterparts. Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu said that the people should elect the next government leader directly if lawmakers fail to end the country's political impasse. He called for a head-to-head runoff vote between him and his main rival Benny Gantz as the political stalemate threatens to dissolve parliament. Finland's Social Democrats elected 34-year-old former transport minister to the post of prime minister, making her the youngest head of government in the country's history. Sanna Marin narrowly won yesterday's vote to replace outgoing leader Antti Rinne, who resigned on Tuesday after losing confidence of the coalition partner Centre Party over his handling of a postal strike. Parliament is expected to formally swear in the new Prime Minister tomorrow. Worldwide arms sales rose by nearly 5% in 2018. According to a new report by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the market is dominated by the United States. The turnover of the 100 biggest arms manufacturers came to $420 billion. U.S. manufacturers alone accounted for 59% of the market. Russia was second in the rankings for arms production with 8.6% of the market, just ahead of the United Kingdom on 8.4% and France on 5.5%. Indian athletes are continuing their outstanding performance at the 13th South Asian Games in Nepal, clinching 252 medals, including 132 gold. More from our correspondent.
Indian athletes are expected to continue their outstanding performance on 9th day of the Games also. On the final day of swimming events, Indian swimmers will compete in 8 categories. So far, India has won 38 medals in swimming, including 22 gold. In Kabaddi, Indian men's team will take on Sri Lanka, while women's team will clash with host Nepal in the finals today. Indian women's football team will also encounter Nepal for title clash. The match will start at 12:45 in the afternoon. In tennis, men's and women's single finals will be played between the Indian players. Indian boxers will bout for 7 gold, while judoka will also play for 7 gold today. Rajkumar, AIR News, Kathmandu.
In cricket, the West Indies beat India by 8 wickets in the second T20 match to level the 3-match series 1-1 at Thiruvananthapuram last night. The visitors made 173 for 2 wickets in 18.3 overs. Lendl Simmons scored an unbeaten 67 off 45 balls and Nicholas Pooran scored 38 off 18 balls to finish the chase. Batting first, India scored 170 after losing 7 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Shivam Dube was top scorer with 54 runs off 30 balls. India had defeated the visitors by 6 wickets in the first match at Hyderabad. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Paul Thottam.
Thank you, Gunmala. The devastating fire that claimed 43 lives in Delhi's Anaj Mandi yesterday is front-page news in today's press. Another avoidable tragedy, fire in building with illegal units in heart of city kills 43, is the top headline in the Times of India. Several papers highlight the citizenship bill that is to be tabled in the Lok Sabha today. Contentious citizenship bill set to be tabled today, reports the Hindustan Times. The Tribune writes that the 6-decade-old Citizenship Act is to be amended and seeks to grant Indian citizenship to non-Muslim refugees from Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. Even as the mortal remains of the Unnao rape victim were buried in a field in her native village yesterday, the Indian Express reports that PM Narendra Modi, while addressing top police officers of the state and union territories, called for effective policing to ensure that all women feel safe and secure. And with that, it's back to you, Gunmala.
Thank you, Paul. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges SAARC countries to take effective steps against terrorism and the forces that support it. Citizenship Amendment Bill 2019 scheduled to be introduced in the Lok Sabha today. Counting of votes for bypolls to 15 assembly constituencies in Karnataka begins. Uttar Pradesh government suspends 7 policemen for negligence of duty in connection with burning of the Unnao rape victim. Saudi Arabia abolishes rules requiring restaurants to provide separate entrances and seating areas for women. And in South Asian Games in Nepal, Indian athletes continue their outstanding performances, winning 252 medals, including 132 gold. And with that we end the morning news. Have a nice day.